All right, so now we learned the 2, 3, 5, 7 voicings for our 2 and our 1 chord. And so now let's take it to a new chord. Finally, let's learn something else besides this 2 and this 1 chord, this D and the C chord. I don't want you to hate it, by the end of this. So let's learn a new one. We're going to go to the 4, and this is going to be our new chord. So we're going to play this F chord, and we're going to play a 1, 3, 5, 7, just like we've been working on. And in our right hand, we're going to play the 3, 5, 7, 9. We're going to get started with that one first. So we'll go, first go to F, go either every other note, or you can say 1, 3, 5, 7. And then with your right hand, you want to go to the 3rd right here. And then you're going to go 3, 5, 7, 9. So basically, you're starting from the 1 right here, or the F. And then with your right hand, you're starting from the 3rd, or the A. And then you're playing every other note from that note. So every other note from the 1, and then here every other note from the 3. So just make sure there's one white key that's not being played between all of these fingers. And so I want you to just try that chord out for a little bit. This is our new F chord. You can bring it up here as well. So if we try to form it up here, we go to the 4 of C, or we just go to F. We do every other note from F, or 1, 3, 5, 7. Then we go to the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, 9. And with this chord, you can do all that cool stuff that we learned before. We learned about waves, and you can play these arpeggios and all those kinds of things. But let's focus on, so we're just learning this new chord. And I think since, if you're comfortable with it, you can also try to form the 2, 3, 5, 7 here. So that may be a little too much for this lesson, but let's just try it. So we have this 1, 3, 5, 7 here, and then 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay? And if you don't know the exact notes, just know it's F, A, C, E in your left hand, and then A, C, E, G in your right hand. That's just in the case that you can't find this chord. So in your right hand, you want to bring down this G, just like we were doing, with these inversions. And so instead of a 3, 5, 7, 9 that you're playing here in your right hand, we're going to play a 2, 3, 5, 7. So we're going to bring this 9 down. The G is going to go down to here. So we're going to play this. So this is the 1, right? So we're going to play a 2, 3, 5, 7 in our right hand. And that's going to be our chord voicing, right? You can try that 2, 3, 5, 7 up here too. And you can use this, you can play this is the 4 chord, but you can play all the 2, 3, 5, 7s that we know up until this point, which is the 4 chord, the 2 chord, and the 1 chord. And that, oh man, that sound, I love that sound. So it sounds like. So you can just try playing around with that. And of course, it's going to take a while to be able to go that fast between those chords. So I don't expect you to, do that. And by the way, I don't expect you to do anything or to have to play these, or feel like you're obligated to know these voicings. Just learn the ones that are cool for you. And yeah, but what I can tell you is that if you can get really fast at these voicings, it just sounds like. And then you add more bass notes in there, and it's gonna sound awesome. So what we were focusing on was the 4 chord. So just know how to form this 4 chord, the 3, 5, 7, 9. Just remember that you're going 1, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then you just bring that 9 down to make it a 2, 3, 5, 7, and that's a different way to voice this. But so now that we have the 4 chord, we can start, learning a chord progression now, and just going between this chord and the 1 chord, and make something really cool out of it.